Well, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard what you said.
Well, the preacher and me were waiting for an answer. I'll say it again. Megan Gordon, will you marry me?
I don't know what's really going on here.
Well, I thought it was obvious. I mean, you're dressed as a bride. I am dressed as a groom. I've got flowers. I have music here.
I know, but are we play acting? I mean, is this make-believe, or are you saying that you're really ready to make a lifelong commitment?
What are you doing here, Gabrielle?
I want to talk to you.
I have nothing to say to you.
Just listen. All I need is 5 minutes.
If you'll excuse me, I have to finish packing.
All your worldly goods, huh?
Yeah, it's not much to show for $25,000, is it? No designer suits.
I think you've made a terrible mistake.
Gabrielle, I'm a confessed felon.
The church would forgive you. So would your congregation.
Even if that were true, I don't deserve to be forgiven.
You're wrong. I'm not going to let you leave Sacred Heart. And I'm certainly not going to let you leave the priesthood.
Cord, what are you doing?
Tina, just relax, all right? Settle down. I already ruined my surprise. I mean, I was going downstairs to get some more candles.
Candles?
Yes. And flowers.
Flowers?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. What do these things usually mean?
Birthdays, anniversaries, I don't know.
And other kinds of celebrations.
What other kinds of... What are we celebrating?
You tell me.
Cord, what do you want me to do? Just pick something out of the blue?
All right, I'll give you a little hint. I found this in the phone book.
Here's what you do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Where'd you get that?
Well, I walked into the room, and the phone book was open, and I tore out the page. I don't know why you didn't go to your own doctor, Tina, but the big question is, what did he say?
I don't know anything about that clinic. I don't...
Look, Tina, if I ruined some kind of a big surprise that you had going, I'm real sorry about it, okay? But really, you can tell me about it,
Cord,
Tina.
I didn't do anything with this. I didn't circle the ad. I don't know what...
All right, look, I know you're, upset about what's going on with Viki and how Sarah has disappeared and everything. And you probably don't feel like it's a real appropriate time to go out on the rooftops shouting a bunch of good news. But I mean it. Tina, you can tell me, all right? And if you want, we don't have to make a big deal about it for a while, all right?
Sweetheart, there's nothing to make a big deal about, really.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You mean I'm not going to be a daddy again?
No.
Oh.
I wish I could tell you that I was going to have your baby, but I'm not.
What can't you got all the symptoms. You're dizzy, you had those fainting spells, you've been nauseated, I saw this.
I don't know, maybe the housekeeper that Clint hired, the new one, maybe she came in here and maybe she was looking for a doctor. I don't know. Sweetheart,
What, when you and Renee disappeared tonight,
we went
when
shopping.
I couldn't find you.
I know, I understand how you can make this mistake. I mean, we've been talking about having more children, and my virus that I had does seem a lot like morning sickness. The flowers and the candles are really, really beautiful. I wish we had something to celebrate.
Well, we don't, don't have to waste the flowers and the candles. I suppose we could make good use of them. And who knows, maybe real soon we have something to celebrate. Tina, honey, you feel like you've got a fever.
Tony, I can't believe that the bishop won't stand by you through this.
The bishop? I have no right to ask him for help. I shame the church enough. I can't let it continue.
Yes, but to leave the priesthood, you spent your adult life to serving the church.
Look, I broke my vows. It's as simple as that.
It's not that simple. I know how much those vows mean to you.
Well, obviously not enough.
That just isn't true. You have made so many sacrifices to preach the gospel. You've made an even bigger sacrifice to take the blame for my crime, my sins. Tony, I didn't want it to come to this. I shouldn't have listened to you. I should have fixed those books. Then we wouldn't have any problems.
And what do you think? By not confessing to the crime, that's the same as not committing the crime?
It would have been my crime, not yours.
No, because I would have known about it, and if I didn't say anything about it, I would have been as guilty as you are.
Yes, but then you wouldn't have been publicly humiliated, and for that, I'm so sorry. You're right, though. There is a part of me that is very grateful that you took the blame, because if you hadn't, my life would have been as good as over.
Hey, that's right, you know? Like you said, my life is just one sacrifice after another. What's one more? I'm sorry. That wasn't fair. I don't want to lay the guilt on you.
But I am guilty.
Gabrielle, I made a decision to take the rap for you, to say that I stole the money. And I'm willing to face the punishment.
No matter what it is.
Megan, I would not joke about something as serious as us being together, as our future.
I mean, that's not even a preacher. It's a mannequin out of a department store.
If I had things my way, this would be real. And we'd be standing here in front of all our friends and our family, exchanging real vows. But it can't be like that right now because of the situation with Sarah, because of Charlotte and Carlo. You know that.
Well, you know that I understand you're having to court Charlotte. I gave you my permission, remember?
Yeah, I know. But I also know that you're still worried about something happening between the two of us.
Well, how would you feel if you had to watch me pretend to be in love with somebody else?
It would kill me. That's why I went through all this trouble, working things out with Lucky, setting all this up so that you won't doubt the way I feel about you ever again. I love you, Megan, and I would marry you tonight and stay married to you tomorrow and the next day. But if you're not ready to make a commitment, is that a yes?
Yes, that's a yes.
You know what?
Yeah.
We're breaking a little tradition here, my dear. The bride is not supposed to kiss the groom until after the ceremony.
Well, what if the bride just can't wait?
Well, then I suggest we get the show on the road. What's wrong, huh?
We can't do this.
Wait a second. You just said you want to marry me.
Well, yes, I do.
But?
Excuse us. Now, you're the one that just finished saying that we have to pay attention to tradition. Well, you're about to forget one of the most important traditions of all.
Wait, I've got the flowers, the music, the minister, the white gown.
But you don't have the wedding rings.
Oh, the wedding rings.
Yes.
Like a simple gold band? Something elegant, yet simple?
Where'd you get that?
Remember the other night when I borrowed your ring? I went to the jeweler's and had him make a wedding band for you. I mean, if you don't like it, I can always get a different one.
And I love you.
So, let's get moving.
I don't have a ring for you.
It's okay. You didn't know that this was happening, so how would you...
No, that's not okay. I mean, my fantasy has always been to have the groom put a ring on my finger and then I put one on his.
Megan, I don't need a ring to remind me that I'm yours, okay? But if it's a big deal, I mean, if it's that important to you, when we get back to Landview, we'll go down to the jeweler's and we'll have one made for me, okay?
No. I'm not going to give up on my dream. You wait right here.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm going shopping.
Shopping?
Yes. Voila.
What's that?
Well, it may look just like a washer to you, but to me it's solid gold. Can't kiss the bride until after you say I do.
Okay, let's get moving. All right, you stand here. Wait, get the music, son. Wait for your cue. Okay.
Hello, Max.
Andy, we gotta do something about keeping these undesirables out of this place, please.
Just like Asa, hold a grudge for the rest of your life. Andy, darling, martini straight up, please.
Excuse me, did I invite you to sit down?
Oh, make that a double olive, would you, dear?
Did I invite you to sit down?
Max, why can't you just accept defeat graciously and admit how much smarter I am than you in taking over the paper? Hmm?
You may outsmart yourself into bankruptcy. And I think today's edition might just do the trick.
Don't you comment.
You really moved yourself into the gutter this time. The front page expose on Viki's condition, the people in Landview are not going to put up with that.
Is that why I'm sold out of every copy we printed?
At least you didn't run a picture. Huh? Was that a moment of decency? Or was it because you couldn't get into the gates of Landfair with the camera?
Well, I think the public has a right to know about Viki's condition. After all, she is the mayor.
Not for long if you have anything to say about it, right? Tell me, are you interested in the job?
I am a concerned citizen. Drugs are flooding Landview again. Crime is up. The city is going down the tube. Someone has to take charge.
So what, are you suggesting yourself? I'm sure the acting mayor will hold down the fort until Viki recovers.
You know, Max, I know a thing or two about strokes. Viki is not going to fully recover. She can't speak. She can't write. She has tremendous difficulty understanding what's going on around her.
Since when did you go back to medicine?
You know, I feel terrible about this. I truly do. As a matter of fact... What am I doing? I'm not here to discuss Viki with you. What I want to know is the true story about the Outlook House scandal.
Oh, your drink is ready at the bar. Why don't you go get it? Leave me in peace. I like to get another one by myself.
You know, I was watching Gabrielle very carefully during that press conference. Why was she so upset?
Hell if I know. I don't know, maybe Tony and she are great friends.
Well, she knew all about this before he called the press conference.
Don't push it. No, I'm not going to answer any more questions about Outlook House or anything else.
You know something? No one in their right mind is going to believe that Tony stole that money.
The fact is, he said he did.
He's a priest.
Since when are you Miss Pollyanna? So what? He's a human being first. With faults, weaknesses, maybe some circumstance pushed him to it.
All right. Let's say he's covering for someone. Even if he weren't a priest, Max, I would not buy that story. On the other hand, Gabrielle is just as involved in Outlook House as he was.
You're overstepping your boundaries one more time, Dorian.
Why? Am I onto something? Is he covering for Gabrielle? Is that why she's so upset?
Gabrielle, what could be worse than giving up my work? Shaming the whole priesthood. What about the kids? You know what I tell them every day? I tell them money isn't the most important thing. So don't sell your soul for a couple of $100s by selling crack or stealing crack or robbing a grocery store. What are they supposed to think now?
They know that people are capable of making mistakes.
No, not priests. Not this priest. They looked up to me. These kids, they looked up to me. And you know what? Now I betrayed them.
Tony, I understand that your heart breaks for them. Really, I do. But there are far more important things for you to be worried about right now.
What's more important than keeping kids from selling drugs? Oh, yeah. Why did I think you'd understand that? Why did I think that they would matter to you? That's the question.
You matter to me. What happens to you matters to me.
You know, maybe I'll just go back in the ring. Here's an idea.
Do you realize you could very well go to prison? Everyone in Lambview will have heard about your confession by now. Herb Callison is probably drawing up the papers now to charge you with embezzlement.
Hey, I said I'd take the punishment.
This is a scandal of major proportion. Herb isn't going to let you go to jail quietly.
So what?
He is going to give you a very tough grilling. You're not going to be able to run away like you did at the conference when the questions get too hot for you.
I am not worried what Herb Callison has to say about
it. You should be, because he might rattle you. He might confuse you. You might just tell him...
I might just tell him what, Gabrielle? Go ahead, say it.
Tony, I just want you to understand that you're up against a really tough time here, that's all. Don't think for 1 minute that Herb and his assistants are going to give you sympathy, because they just won't.
You know what you're afraid of? You're afraid that I just might change my mind and not take the rap for you.
You're an honorable man, Tony, but
Yes, I am. And in spite of what people think of me after today, I have never broken my word. But that's not enough for you. You keep hanging on and making me protect you. Why are you here? Why? Because you care about me? Because you're grateful to me? No, you're here for one reason: to save your own skin.
When I was trying to think of what to say to you tonight, a poem that I learned in school kept running through my head. The mind has 1,000 eyes, the heart but one, but the light of a whole life dies when love is done. When I came to Lambview, I was a man of 1,000 faces, and then I met you, and you taught me how to trust again. You gave me courage to throw away all the masks. You taught me that it was okay to love again. And I stand here before you, a less than perfect man, but a man who loves you with all his heart. And I can't give you diamonds, but I can offer you my trust. And I can't give you rubies, but I can promise to be faithful. And I can't give you pearls, but I can offer you my heart forever.
Well, I've worn my fair share of masks as well. And when you came into my life, all of a sudden I felt free to be who I am. I learned that love isn't a mystery, it's a miracle. And your trust and your love is more precious to me than all of the diamonds and rubies in the world. Your courage gives me courage. And your strength gives me strength. And no matter what the future holds, I have no fear because I know you'll be there with me. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And I pledge my love to you forever. You may kiss the bride.
You're so far off base, you're not even in the ballpark, Dorian.
Oh, my, aren't we defensive?
What do you expect? She's my wife. Of course I'd defend her.
Even if she's guilty? Max, look at the facts.
Okay, let's look at the facts. The only fact is that Tony admitted his guilt.
The fact is that Gabrielle is a total wreck this afternoon. She almost fainted when Tony admitted he took the money.
I told you. Maybe they're great friends.
Oh, yes, and she's just so concerned about him. Please, Max, Gabrielle's only concerned about herself.
Hey, don't push it.
The way I see it, you've been in some financial trouble for quite some time.
I've been in financial trouble all of my life, Dorian.
And Gabrielle has access to the Outlook House books. Now, when the insurance company wouldn't cover the damages at the National Intruder...
Because you burned the building down.
Gabrielle saw the perfect opportunity to just borrow some money to tide you over. Now, Tony, being no stranger to sacrifice, just took the dive for her. Am I getting warm?
You're getting old.
Seems like I'm striking a few nerves around here.
You print one word of any of that garbage, and I swear to you, I'll sue that red dress off of you.
I know you don't like me very much right now. But you have to admit one thing. I am a damn good newspaper woman. And I don't print anything unless I have the evidence to back it up. But you better believe this. If there is any evidence linking Gabrielle with that embezzlement, I'll find it.
Heaven knows I have been selfish, and I'm not going to deny it. But I am truly grateful to you for protecting me, and I truly do care what happens to you.
The only thing you care about is whether you go to Statesville prison with me or not.
The more I think about it, though, Tony, you could get a good lawyer who might get you favorable publicity, and maybe you'd get off easy, probation or community services. It could be...
Gabrielle, I confessed openly of my guilt. You understand that?
Yeah, I do. But look at the punishment you're already going through. What would be the cause of sending you to prison? Tony, there's so many people out there who've embezzled millions of dollars, and they're still running around free as a bird.
Not priests who steal from charity.
No, who cares what they do? Who cares what they've done? They were smart enough. They played their cards right. You have already sacrificed enough. I'm not going to let you throw away the rest of it.
Listen to me. It's my life.
And I am responsible for it. I won't see you throw it away. You gotta hang in there.
Why? So I don't drag you down with me?
No, so that you save yourself. Stop being a martyr. Fight for your own freedom. My God, you've got to, because if you don't, then I have to go. I have to go to Herb and tell him that I was the one who stole the money.
You are a piece of work, you know that? I mean, look, I take my hat off to you. That was a very nice show.
You don't believe it? You just try me. I would do anything in this world to stop you from going to prison, because I care. And that means I'm prepared to lose my husband. And God help me, my son.
Gabrielle, give it a break.
What is wrong with you? I'm actually trying to help you. And I'm gonna do whatever I can, whether you like it or not.
You're lying to me. You lie to me every time you're in a jam. Tony, that's right, I'm Tony. I'm not Max. So cut the song and dance, please, because I know you better than that.
Yes, you do. Oh, God, we have something between us that I have never felt. Not with anyone, not even with Max. You know how much I care about you. You have to. I'm going to stand by you. No matter what happens.
See, my question is, how far are you willing to go to save yourself?
Tony, I'm trying to help you save yourself. I'm trying to prove to you how much I care for you. I'm showing you that I'm not going to desert you.
You see, if that were true, and you cared about me, then why didn't you stand up at that press conference and admit that you were the one who stole the money? Why did you let me take the fall for you? You see, you have no answers for me.
I couldn't risk losing everything. I couldn't. I just couldn't risk the truth.
Look, if you were afraid of risking everything, why'd you kiss me? Because you knew I couldn't go to Max. What would I tell him? Guess what, buddy? Your wife, she was trying to seduce me by kissing me so I'd cover up for a crime.
I wasn't trying to seduce you.
Don't insult me.
After everything that you have sacrificed for me, surely the least I could do is just to give you a kiss.
Oh, yeah, I see. Give Tony a kiss, throw him a reward, you know? I mean, poor Tony, you give him a kiss and maybe he'll crawl over hot coals for you. You turn him on so you can shut him up. What's one more sin anyway, right? Adultery's not so much compared to going to prison, right? And he's not such a bad-looking guy, so it's not that big a sin.
Stop it! You're hurt. You're angry at me, and you're just lashing out because I'm here. Well, what is it?
Yeah, I just realized what a lucky guy I was. Because if you really wanted me, you'd destroy me. Just leave me alone.
No, Tony, I can't leave you like this.
Just get out, please. Just please, get out! Oh, God. God, you have to forgive me. But I love her.
How's Viki doing? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's doing all right. She just heard something on the radio, something about Tony's press conference, and she just got a little upset, and Jessica kind of panicked.
Well, did you explain to her that everybody else kind of feels the same way?
Yes, we did.
Maybe you should go down there and be with her.
No, Clint and Jessica are down there. I think she's going to be just fine. Listen, I brought you some tea. I want you to drink this. I also brought you a sandwich. Careful, it's hot.
Why don't you keep the sandwich and I'll just keep the tea?
Tina, come on. Did you have any supper tonight?
I'm not hungry.
Tina.
I'm really not hungry.
Please. Look, maybe I ought to get you to the doctor. Tina, find out what's going on. Find out if you're sick, get you some medication.
No. I don't think I need a doctor, Court. Just trust me. I just need to get a good night's sleep, a couple days' sleep, and then I'll be fine. Sweetheart, I don't think you should be kissing me. I get sick. You might. And I think you should go sleep outside in the guest room.
What? Yeah,
So you
bad
don't
chance
get
that's gonna
sick.
happen. Get out of here. No thanks.
Cord, really?
What? Really what? You be quiet, okay? Come here. Put the tea down. Just lay down a little bit. Why don't you get some sleep? Get some rest.
I love you. I love you so much.
You know, I love you too.
I'm gonna have a baby for you.
Tina.
I am.
Please. Look, don't worry about that now. Just relax. Try to get some sleep. And then we'll be planning our marriage in no time. Okay?
Yeah.
What about the preacher?
Preacher there doesn't drink. A toast to a most beautiful bride.
A to the most handsome groom. Oh, I love you so much. I feel like I'm gonna pop. Thank you for the most wonderful evening in my entire life.
Oh, it's not over yet, my dear.
Actually, I think it is. You should probably go.
What are you talking about?
Well, one of us has to be practical and amidst all of this fantasy.
Like I said before, Megan, as far as I'm concerned, this is real.
Charlotte Hesser is reality. And what if she's looking for you now?
I've taken care of that. Lucky is keeping an eye on her for me. If anything happens, if something goes wrong, he'll give me a call and tell me, all right? So, enjoy your champagne. Come on. Drink up, relax. Wait right here. I'll be back in a flash.
Well, what are you doing?
Shush. Entertain the Reverend for me while I'm gone.
So, Rev, do you do many of these types of marriages? Didn't think so. Jake? What?
Pretty nice, huh?
Well, how did you have time to make a wedding dinner?
I forgot what an extraordinary chef I am.
Hash?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you know how some couples kind of have, like, special songs? We have a favorite song. We also have, like, a favorite dish.
Yeah.
It's just a little symbolic thing. We don't just take a taste, and then we'll dig into the cake.
Okay.
You first.
Me first. That's actually very good. Now, is that because I'm so hungry or because I'm so happy?
Hello? Yeah, Lucky. Yeah, Lucky. What?
Trouble?
No, wait. No, I'm talking to Megan. What?
Well, what does he want?
What do you want? He's calling you to tell us that everything is okay. Yeah. Charlotte has gone up to her room, and he heard her tell the desk clerk that she doesn't want to be disturbed for the night.
I can't believe our luck is holding.
Me either. Hey, Lucky, listen to me. I want to thank you for everything you did, how you helped out. We both want to thank you. We appreciate it, and you've just been a really good friend. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? Yeah. No, she was surprised. She loved, yeah, everything was great. Listen, hey, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Wait,
okay?
I want to
Okay, wait. She wants to talk to you. All right? Thanks.
Lucky? Hi. This is, Mrs. Jake Harrison. I've been dying to say that. Oh, everything was perfect. Well, we missed our best man. Yeah. But definitely, next time, when Sarah can be my matron of honor. Thanks again for all your help. We're thinking of you. Bye.
Bye, Lucky. Don't call back. What's wrong?
Well, I was just thinking, what if Charlotte starts missing you and she telephones your room? I mean, she's not going to give up on you without a fight.
Listen, I don't owe Charlotte any explanations, okay? So if she tries to press me for an answer to something, I'll just say that I was busy working for Asa, trying to find Sarah, and that's it. I don't have to tell anything else, okay? So you're stuck with me for the rest of the night, Mrs. Harrison.
Oh, I'm happy to be stuck with you for the rest of the night, Mr. Harrison.
Great. Listen to me. We have one more tradition to take care of. The cutting of the cake.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Yeah, put your hands on mine. Ready?
Okay.
This way.
Whoop.
Whoop.
And then...
We get a piece out.
Yeah. What's yours?
Have a bite.
And good for you. How about a dance, my dear?
Definitely. After you, Mr. Harrison.
Hi.
Hi. You're already home.
Yeah, I've been on here long enough to check in on Al and pay the babysitter.
I'm really sorry that I wasn't here.
You've been with Tony. Am I wrong?
How did you know?
You're predictable. So, how's he doing?
He's okay, I guess.
This is WVLE FM. Now, a look at the local news. The scandal at Outlook House continues to send shockwaves through the city of Llanview. At a news conference this afternoon, Father Tony Vallone made the following statement.
So what I'm saying is a place like Outlook House, it can't survive with even a hint of a scandal or an impropriety. Which is why the culprit has to come out and face the punishment and sever all connections with Outlook House.
There's nothing for you to make up. Listen, when you're sick, I'll take care of you. When I'm sick, you're gonna take care of me. All right? Because that's what two people do when they love each other. And I can't wait until we get married again, because we're gonna make that promise and a whole bunch more.
Yeah. Love, honor, and cherish, right?
That's right.
Right.
Boy, I can't wait to say my vows to you.
I can't either.
Listen.
What?
You just worry about taking care of yourself, okay, baby? That way, you can start planning that wedding.
I will. I'm gonna just take a couple of days. And then I'll be able to focus on our future. And then when we make our wedding vows the next time, I swear it's gonna be forever.
Why did you turn the radio off?
Because I really didn't want to listen to Tony's confession again.
Why? Isn't it burned into your heart?
How can you say that? What do you mean by that?
Real simple. You're putting Tony before your husband and your son.
That is not true. How dare you even think it? You and Al are the most important people to me in the world.
Are you with me or against me? You better choose fast. Good night.
Oh, dear God. Don't let me lose him.
Who were you talking to before I came in?
The Reverend. I just said goodnight to him.
Do you think he enjoyed our wedding reception?
Oh, yeah. He said it was beautiful, and he told me to say goodnight to you for him.
This is really beautiful.
This is really beautiful because you are in it. I love you, Mrs. Harrison.
I love you, Mr. Harrison.
Tonight, a handgun with a sinister past leads MacGyver to an illegal arms